You walk into an old building and something shifts. Not the temperature, not the light, something else. Something you cannot name. And before your brain even catches up, your body has already decided, this place is wrong. That feeling is not imagination. It is not superstition. It is something far stranger, a force your ears cannot hear, your eyes cannot see, and your conscious mind cannot detect. And it has been shaping the human experience of fear and awe for centuries. Your body is a receiver. Your nervous system constantly picks up signals that never reach your awareness, signals below the threshold of conscious perception. One of the most powerful of those invisible signals has a name: infrasound. Infrasound vibrates at frequencies below 20 Hz, the lower boundary of normal human hearing. You cannot hear it, but your body feels it. Your chest cavity resonates with it. Your inner ear responds to low-frequency pressure waves in ways that bypass your auditory cortex entirely. The result is a cascade of sensations your brain cannot explain: unease, dread, the feeling of being watched, a vague, sourceless wrongness that seems to seep from the walls themselves. Old buildings produce infrasound constantly. Industrial fans, poorly fitted windows, stone corridors that act as resonance chambers, wind pressing against irregular architecture at just the right angle. The older the building, the thicker the walls, the more irregular the geometry, the more likely it becomes a low-frequency engine, humming at vibrations your ears will never detect, but your nervous system absolutely will. The first solid evidence came from a man named Vic Tandy. In 1998, Tandy was an engineer working late in a research laboratory in Coventry, England. The room felt wrong. His colleagues refused to work there alone. One reported seeing a gray shape in his peripheral vision. Tandy felt a deep, building dread. Then he noticed something. A foil blade on his workbench had begun vibrating on its own, resonating at exactly 18.98 Hz. He traced the source to a newly installed basement fan. When the fan was adjusted, the feeling stopped. The gray shape disappeared. The dread lifted. Tandy published his findings and spent years afterward documenting infrasound at locations with long histories of reported hauntings. What Tandy discovered is that 19 Hz causes the human eyeball to resonate, not dramatically, just enough to blur peripheral vision, to create fleeting shapes in the corner of your eye. Your brain, desperate to explain incomplete data, fills in the gap. In a dim corridor, in a building that already feels wrong, the brain reaches for the same answer every time. Something is here. Psychologist Richard Wiseman took this further. In 2003, Wiseman and acoustic engineer Sarah Angliss ran a controlled experiment at live concerts in London. They embedded infrasound at 18 Hz into certain performances without telling the audience. Afterward, attendees at those concerts reported significantly more unusual sensations: tingling, sorrow without cause, the sense of a nearby presence. The music was identical. The rooms were identical. The only difference was a frequency no one could hear. Think about the places humans have labeled haunted throughout history: Gothic cathedrals, Victorian hospitals, stone castles, underground tunnels. These spaces share one thing: architecture that is exceptionally good at generating and trapping low-frequency vibration. Thick stone walls act as resonance chambers. Long corridors create standing waves. The very features that make old buildings feel imposing are the same features that make them infrasound engines. Your brain was never designed to know this. When your ancestors felt dread without a visible cause, it meant something real, a predator nearby, danger just outside perception. That feeling was a survival signal, not a glitch. So your brain still treats it that way. It takes a vibration at 19 Hz and converts it into a certainty. Something is wrong. You need to leave. The feeling is real. The physical response is real. The dread, the peripheral shapes, the wrongness, all of it genuinely happens inside your body. But the cause is not a ghost. It is architecture. It is the gap between what your body can detect and what your mind can explain. So next time you step into an old building and that familiar shift moves through you, your body is not imagining it. It is detecting something your ears will never hear. Not a ghost in the room, a frequency in the walls.